Good evening and welcome to the Cedar Falls City Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for this Wednesday, July 22nd, 2020. And we are coming via video conference again because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so get used to this now. We'll start out with our first item of business tonight is to have the roll call and ask Karen Howard to take that roll.
Okay, good evening. Atkins? Here. Hartley?
Here.
Holst?
Here.
Larson? Leeper? Lynch?
Here.
Prideaux?
Here.
Saul? And Trott. Did we lose Dale? We did have Dale before, but maybe he's going to try to sign back in.
He's coming in.
Hello, Dale. Can you hear us?
It's reconnecting.
Looks like you have everybody muted. Can we unmute everyone?
Okay, get my camera to work.
That's okay. As long as we have you on the line, that's fine.
Yep, we're good then.
Okay, so Dale's here. So we have absent Saul tonight, Larson, and Leeper. Mr. Leeper called in indicating that he has a conflict of interest tonight for the one item on the agenda, so that's why he's not in attendance.
Yep, sounds great. Thank you, Karen. Well, at this point, the meeting, we usually have public comments for anything that is not on the agenda tonight. I'm going to look at the participants list, and if anybody has a public comment not related to tonight's agenda items, you can raise your hand and I will recognize you. Give just a second here, make sure there's nobody wanting to make a comment outside of our regular meeting items. Seeing none, we're going to move on to our one item of business tonight under the old business calendar. We have a land use map amendment and rezoning from A1 Agricultural District to P1 Public District, and from medium density residential to schools, and for the Cedar Falls schools. So we will.
Marty,
go ahead.
Marty, did you want to do the minutes?
Minutes, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Thank you. I skipped the approval of the minutes. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Hartley. Okay, all in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Aye. So the minutes are approved. Thank you for catching me. I was just in a big rush tonight, apparently. So, okay, back to our one item of business, which is the land use map amendment. And JD, you're going to introduce that. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Host. Thank you. I'll be sharing my screen. Just wait a second. Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So the request here is for land use map amendment and rezoning for Cedar Falls Community School District for the new site that they are proposing for a high school. I'll be brief on this today. We have already introduced this item in the last planning and zoning meeting. So this meeting is basically focused for public hearing purposes, and if commissioners have any concerns or issues with this. So the request here is to rezone the property from A1 to P, that is public zoning district, and to amend the land use map from medium density residential and university to schools. I start with the location. So the highlighted portion on the red side is the site where the rezoning is to be taken place. This location is like north of West 27th and west of PE Center Drive. The high school also owns the other parcel highlighted in purple. This is the whole new site for the proposed high school. This zone is already P, which is public zone, and the request is to rezone the A1 to P so that a whole new high school campus can be set up here. Just a bit of context, the yellow section is where the proposed West Fort development is supposed to go. And on towards the east is the university campus. And it is lined up on West 27th. So just a bit of context on this. Regarding the access of public services, there will be accesses from West 27th once there is a reconstruction that is done here, and the school will be working to get the main sewers from the West 27 to service this facility. Regarding the access to Educate network, I think there is a PE Center Drive, which is right here. So they will have a connection from it, West 27th, of course. And with this future proposed West Fork subdivision, we will also have one way in from there for the neighborhood people. So I think connection-wise, this site is pretty well connected. This is just going to the future land use map, which is the other thing that we need to do. Currently, the land use suggests that this orange area is the medium density residential, and this purple is under university as zone as per the future land use map. So with this site being used entirely for high school purposes, we would like this to be amended to schools from medium density and university designation. So yep, I think those are the two requests, and the Community Development Department recommends approval of this rezoning from A1 to P, and also amend the future land use map from medium density and residential and university to schools. Yep. If anybody has a comment, I'm happy to answer questions or any questions or concerns.
Great, thank you, JD. Is there any questions from the commissioners for JD? Hearing none, we'll go on and see, look at our attendees tonight. If anybody representing the school would like to speak, please signal by raising your hand on your Zoom. Seeing none, I think we talked about, we did have a little discussion at the last meeting from the regarding from the school, and I think everything was pretty simple. So I'll bring the matter back to the commissioners for discussion and motions. And I think we need to have separate motions on the land use map amendment and on the rezoning. Am I correct? I'm correct on that, Karen?
Yes, and I would do the land use map amendment first.
Correct. Okay. Yep. So the first thing we should consider is the land use map amendment. Is there any questions or comments from commissioners? Or anybody want to make a motion?
I think this is really straightforward, so I would move to approve the land use amendment and rezoning.
Second.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion on this item? I think as everybody says, it's been a pretty straightforward item. So everybody's been anticipating this thing for a while. So, so hearing no other discussion, Karen, will you take a roll call vote.
Atkins,
Aye.
Hartley,
Aye.
Holst,
Aye.
Lynch,
Aye.
Prideaux,
Aye.
Schrod. It's like Dale's
He's muted.
muted. Can you unmute yourself, Dale?
Hmm.
Marty, are you able to unmute?
Let me try here again. It's not letting me unmute him. Hmm. Is there anybody in the back who can?
It might be Dale that needs to unmute himself.
Yeah.
I've tried to unmute also.
Yeah, and since we can't see Dale either, he can't wave at us or give us the thumbs up either. So he's
Could phone him with the number on the participant or on the agenda, and we could try to get him that way.
I'm sorry, Julie, what did you say?
You could phone him with the number on the agenda.
Yeah. So we have a majority that have voted for this item.
It will pass regardless of Dale's vote.
Right, and Dale in the meantime can maybe continue to try to unmute himself, and
Right.
so we can vote for the next item.
Great. Well, so we'll move on to the second part of this, which is the rezoning of the land from A1 agricultural to the school district.
So we need another motion.
I would move
We
to
have
approve the rezoning.
A motion or is
I
there a
would move-
second?
Okay, we got Hartley and Holst. Motion and second.
Okay, I'm back on.
Great, Dale.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And
now-
There, I'm back.
okay,
I had to log out. I still don't know what's wrong, but
Okay.
I vote aye.
okay, very good, thank you.
all right, so on the second
Okay.
item on the rezoning, we have a motion by Hartley, and do we have a second?
You were the second, Marty.
Oh, I don't think I can second. Can I as a chair?
Oh, I thought you said you did second. We have a
No, I'm
second?
looking for a second.
Second.
I will second. I
Okay,
will
well,
Right.
second by Bordeaux.
Okay,
Is there?
I'm gonna take, you want me to take the roll call on this one?
Yeah, unless there's any further discussion. Seeing none, we'll go ahead and have Karen take the roll call.
We'll start from the bottom this time. Mr. Schrod,
Aye.
Prideaux,
Aye.
Lynch,
Aye.
Holst,
Aye.
Hartley,
Aye.
Atkins. Aye.
Okay, so that motion carries also. And that completes all of our regular business for this evening's meeting. We'll go on to commission updates. Is there anything to update us on tonight, Karen?
I don't have any updates for you this evening.
Okay. We're still planning on Zoom meetings going forward, right?
Yes, until further notice.
So then the next one is August 12th. So
Yes, August 12th.
we'll continue down this same path and see how that goes.
Okay,
Seeing that if there's no other business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion, we adjourn. Maybe I can get my computer fixed.
All right. We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by aye.
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 We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for your attendance tonight.
thank you.